LLC. Sound tired? Because I am. I had an extremely long day today. Whew, man, I'm done for the day. But anyway, went out, got it done, got it established. I'm going to be moving in real soon. I got my new place. Went down and put my deposit. And pretty soon, I'm going to be showing off a Black Series or Advanced Ambient Projection Black Series 57. A Black Series 57. 57 Advanced Ambient Projection 57 Black Series Edition Alpha 1. Because I'm getting one from my setup. I'm going to do a customized thin screen. I'm going to do a multi-application with the just everyday paint to stiffen the surface. So get that nice flat board look to it. And then I'm going to apply that product which I have over there in the container. I'm going to do all that on camera so you can see it being done. Sorry about that. Like I said, really tired. Long day today, man. I finally got the apartment secured. Everything's done, finished. I gotta go furniture shopping. But before I do all that, I still got to build my screen because I need to do a custom build for what I want to do. So you'll get a chance to see the Alpha 1. This is I want to do a 138-inch screen, 1610. It's going to be like a really thin custom design screen. I'm building it myself. And I'm going to have a levitation system, the way it looked like. Give it like an illusion, like it's floating out from the wall. So went down there, figured out everything I can do. Can drill into the wall, which is nicer, which I needed anyway to install the screens. So that's the first one I'll put in. I am going to be purchasing the P2 projector. That is definitely going to be a purchase that's going to come up. We need one in there for demonstrations with the 4K versus 720p and so forth. Prove our theories and contrast levels. I don't know why we have to, but we're going to do it. We'll do it. This will be interesting. Because a lot of people out there really believe that they got a 2 million and one and up. They really think they're seeing a black level. And I'm here to tell you, no, you are not. But we're going to spend 2,000 grand for a projector to show that to you. And we're going to need it for display. We have no problem with doing that. I'm going to be setting up finally my office and / art room, which I need for my artwork and stuff involving the other technology under the collection of exotic different color screen paints. I am going to be, after this, since I will be settled into a spot, which would be nice, I can work around. I'm going to be looking for some commercial property. I'm also going to be looking for storefront property. I actually saw some window displays, displayed ADTECH technology too. And since we already have all our paperwork done, this is why I sat there and said that, you know, some people are just out there just crying and whining all day. Could be out there getting some things done, getting some work done. I sat here in this small room over here, blessed by my Lord and Savior. I ain't sit here and cry and whine. Did you hear me crying and whine on camera? No. Came in here, pulled up my sleeves and got the work done. Which means I got now coming in next week. My license will be coming in soon. My LLC will be coming in soon. We got a copyrights for the company. Taxes are just about paid. Oh, found out something I didn't know about my sister. She's a freaking accountant. Didn't know that either. Found it out today when I was at the bank. And I was basically getting things ready for me to basically put the down payment for the place. She's a certified accountant, which is fantastic because I need it for taxes. So that's good to know. I mean, rather you have family you can trust in. Like I say, you can trust in when it comes to accounting. That's a lot of work in there, but at least it's family at the end of the day. So she's going to go over all my books, my paperwork, and see what needs to be done to get everything taken care of. And also, too, she did work for the IRS. So, yeah, for those of you who don't pay taxes, yeah, she knows quite a lot about the IRS field, and she worked in it for quite a long time. So, yeah, you'll find out. We know some people have been paying on the end of the day, and she can go in and research your site and figure out what you've been doing and what you haven't been doing under tax records. So, didn't even know she had all that capability, but you'd be surprised. But anyway, let's move on. We got other things to talk about. So we're going to be showing off other technology. These are going to be gone. No more monitors. Monitors were driving me crazy, giving me headaches every day working these things. I'll be switching over to a 106-inch wallpaper portrait mode, portrait design screens for the for my area, for my work area, for both of my work PCs here. And I'm probably going to build me a gaming PC, which I need one for the Alpha Gamer for displays. And we also too are going to be doing some displays for the other screen paints we have on the website right now. I'm going to be doing some projector mapping for the floor for the office / gaming and all other room we're going to have in there. So that'd be nice. You'll get a chance to see the setup. And the place is beautiful. The ceilings are tremendously high, which I love about that. And it's going to be beautiful the way I'm going to set this screen up. It's going to be like no other. That's why I like to build things that nobody else has at the end of the day. So it's going to be pretty interesting. All right, so yeah, I got to do a lot of shopping. I got to buy new dishes. I threw everything up before I moved over here. I got to buy all new furniture and some dishes and stuff like that. And yeah. Oh, right across the street from me is a restaurant. There's a lot of big glass windows. And I was over there ordering food, and I was talking to the waitress and showing them the ADTECH technology that we work on. And the owner of that business is very interested in getting that displayed on his glass. So this is going to be nice. Everything's going to go well. But like I said, you know, when we have people in there online, we know what the naysayers are. Crying and whining. Always crying and whining. Always on our accounts. Cry, cry, cry. You don't do anything with your time. You don't do nothing. The time I spent in the house, do you have any idea how many videos, screens, demonstrations, and projectors I've owned in that spot in that 4-year time? Do you see my website, the things I have on display? You don't have anything like that because all you do is cry all day. You don't do any work. You know what I mean? If you got time to be doing memes and all the other dumb nonsense all day long, that's why you don't accomplish nothing. Now the new year's going to start off. We got a place now. We're going to be doing a commercial property. I got a place of network and work. Got a couple other companies involved in our business and what we're going to be doing, including the complex I'm going to be at. Really likes this technology we're working on. They want to look at it. And a few of you are going to be going to court. You're getting sued this year. Doing dumb stuff. That's where you're going to end up at, in court. Me and you are going to be in court, staring at one another between a judge. It's not going to go well. Really ain't going to go well. But anyway, that's not my problem anymore. I got things to do. We can start doing some video demonstrations. I start showing off the technology. But while I was here in this spot, I basically utilized my time here, which means within 2 weeks from today, all my licenses will be legit. My company will be 100% certified legit. When you guys don't even have anything or any documents that it support your company even existing. Not even a tax record. This is what I'm saying. Instead of just spending it, they don't take what they do seriously. They don't. You can't take money from people at the end of the day. You can't advertise a product at the end of the day if you don't take your business seriously. Your business is not even registered. I mean, if I request for your licenses, you don't even have those at all, period. I wouldn't dare slap my credit card into a business that basically isn't. It's like a stack of cards at the end of the day. Do you have any idea how many times I had to present documents for some of the most smallest things ever? I had to go on and present documents for everything. I'm glad I came here and I took the time and spent the money, read through all those forms to fill those documents out, because you can't just go, I have a company. You have to be to prove you have a company. And those documents back everything up. They do. Registration numbers, registration numbers, registration numbers, registration numbers. That's all we're being asked. I went to the bank. I went to go set me up a business account through the bank. I needed an EIN number to set the account up. Not a social security number. They want an EIN number for you to set that account up. Some of the accounts require LLCs. So last thing I got to do now is I have to basically, since my license will be just about finished, I'll get my certificate. I am going to go over and get my permits. So this summer, I can go in the park and I can show off my screens on a large scale and not get busted or fined for it because I have a permit to do so. I want to get the permits for it. Man. That's why I said they don't really take what they do seriously. All the time they take whining and crying. They could have been had their stuff tested. They could have been had the product out. They could have been had copyrights and all that stuff. You don't have any of that. And yes, I don't have time to request this from you because I don't care. I don't care about requesting your paperwork because you don't have it to begin with. You don't even have safety material data sheets. We already applied for those two. They're already done. That allows us to be able, we just wait for the official forms to come back. That allows us to be able to now ship overseas if we want to, because if something happens, if containers get spilled or something happens, they can tell exactly if it's a hazardous material because we got safety material data sheets attached to it. Oh, man. So I'll be starting off my new technology, 57s, silver patriot. I'll be to show off a first display of an Alpha 1, and then probably around next year. Also, we got that cinema flow coming out. That's for the summer, cinema flow, and there's another screen we're working on. These are physical outdoor screens we're working on. And then for next year, we're going to work on this extremely rare paint. Extremely rare. I like making these things. But this thing's going to be absolutely freaking amazing. As we always design everything else, it will be fully tested. And I'm going to see if I can work with tape to get this one with a certification attached to it. It has to be certified. That's the only way we're going to be to do it. It's going to have a certificate of certification. So I got to figure out what we had to go channels we got to go to be able to obtain that one. And this one is going to be very, very rare. We make one of those a year. That's it. Good luck on getting one. I'm not trying to be rude there, but really, seriously, good luck on getting one. If you get one, it's going to come with some pretty serious stuff. It's going to come with some really crazy stuff with it. I was thinking about adding in a 4K projector with it. Oh, I'm tired. I got so much work to do tomorrow. It's not even funny. I got to set up the new place. This place has so much light in it. It is beautiful. Now, not to be rude here, and I don't want to add you to my video, but Jamie, I will tell you the proper way how to do a demonstration in an apartment that doesn't look like a freaking cave at the end of the day with a P2 projector. I will show you how to display a 138-inch screen in a fully lit environment with that machine without calibrating, and I will turn the contrast off because we definitely don't need it. I'm trying to get one in all black because I want to match my setup. And those of you online, besides this one, talking about how you have true contrast levels, you don't have contrast levels at all. Without our black technology, you have nothing. Even if you have gunmetal, you still don't have it. Even with your 2 million to 1. And I get that on forum. It's not just Jamie. I get on forum sites all the time when I go on there. Oh, I got a 2 million to 1. I got a 5 million to 1. I can see a 100% contrast level. No, freak, you can't see a 100% contrast level. That projector can't keep that capability. Couldn't even do it if you had gunmetal. Gunmetals aren't black. Can't pick it up. You have to have a physical black screen to see black levels. That's the only way you can do it. And spending the money for a projector that expensive or any other one beyond that is not going to work. You have to have a physical black screen. And by the time you reach the stage of a black screen, what was the point of having a 2 million to 1 black level when you have to turn it off? Because what are you going to need it for? Screen's black. So I'm going to have some fun with this projector. Now, would it be my main projector? Nah, I don't need it. What for? We got technology. We developed that basically we can stick 4Ks and 720p side by side. You couldn't tell one from the other. We got the demonstrations to back all that up. I can come on camera and easily say, yeah, we could do that. We got a product that can do 4K versus 720p, but you got to be to back that up, Parte. Just give me running your mouth and saying how things work and they don't work. You got to back it up. So that's what I did. Bought a 4K ViewSonic 747PX, what's it, 747PX something projector, and I bought ViewSonic 720p. And we designed a technology that will allow for you to be to tell. You couldn't tell one from the other. Heck, with the technology we have under the 48s, we got demonstrations where we have 1,000 lumens next to 5,000. You couldn't tell one from the other. Screens generate that much bright levels on top of it. I love that demonstration. It's actually beautiful. Can't wait to do this in a storefront. So would I be using the P2 projector? No, we don't need that thing. For what? I'm going to stick that thing in the closet when I'm done with it. I'm using my NEC projector we got done here. The Alpha 1 on that projector, it's going to look absolutely insane. You don't need it. I told you at the end of the day, we'll have a $3,000 or I'm paying $2,000 for that projector, and it'll be sitting in my closet in its box because we don't need it. And those of you who make those gray and weak products at the end of the day, you need those projectors because that's the only thing in a dark environment that you need to make your screens look somewhat decent. We don't require that stuff. That's why if you look at my demonstrations are unmatched. Show me one demonstration of YouTube of somebody displaying 127 inch to the window, 160 to the floor, 180 to the ceiling, and another 150 to the wall, and then walk outside and display another 150 inch screen. There's no one that does that but us. We got to start taking credit for what we do at the end of the day. We got the right to talk about it. We got the right to brag about it. Our videos are unmatched. We have literally more outdoor demonstrations than any other product on the market. And at the end, the customers get the best deal of it all because instead of spending $5,000 or have to go out and spend money for an overpriced, expensive projector just to achieve contrast levels and somewhat of a decent color level, they can do that on this cheap NEC I got under my desk with no problem. I'm going to blow out the P2 with a 720p projector. It's going to be quite embarrassing. I told you, Alpha-1, this technology right here is a beast. I'll put a P2 to shame. And even more fun, I'm even going to beat the P2's promo demonstration, which I plan to do. That's why I like that environment. It's bright and white. It's the first thing I said when I walked into it. Gee whiz, it's just like the environment for the freaking promo for the P2. So we're going to brighten us with much more light. I'm going to put that promo to shame and crush it. And then when people look up ambient light rejection in the P2, when my demonstrations pop up, they will see how that projector is supposed to work. Not the tons and tons of video demonstrations of everybody with that projector stuck in these dark environments trying to show a contrast level. I can never understand it. I saw the one guy who was showing off the LG, I guess it was with the strawberries or cherries that come up first, shows that white little bowl, and that area was so dark. You do know, those of you who have these projectors, these ultra short throws, what they're actually designed for. You are basically don't know what you're doing. It's a set-top box. It's designed to replace a TV. You know, you're not supposed to have this thing in these dark environments 24/7. Now you can have the lights on if you're going to watch a movie and all. Okay, that's all good and well. But to have it in the dark 24/7, we know why we have it in the dark 24/7. You're 3,000 lumens. You're less than a foot away from the screen. There's no distance store in there. So there should be no problem with you being able to maintain with that kind of gain making contact with the screen less than a foot away from the screen. The reason why you have your lights out is because your screen washes out. That's why. Because you see contrast levels better and colors better if you're in an ambient light controlled environment, which means less light you can have on the screen, which means now you have to convert your living room into a cave. Heck, you might have just got yourself a long throw, you would achieve the same thing. But we'll show you how it's done. I'm going to show you how it's done, which we've done it a dozen times. We'll show you how it's done on the $60 projector underneath my desk. And I can't wait to go to the form site. There's a form site for the P2. Oh, I'm going to ruffle some feathers in there. I'm definitely going to ruffle some feathers. I'm going to take that P2 projector and I'm going to stick it on a gray screen. And then I'm going to take this projector I got underneath for me and stick it on an Alpha-1 and pull a star fill. Which one you think is going to pull the higher contrast level? That tells you at the end of the day that your $2 million to 1 isn't worth jack. And as I told you, been saying before over and over again, you just spent all this money for an option on a projector you will never use. This is going to be fun. Good, about $2,000 worth the time, worth the money. But other than that, yeah, I like putting those machines to shame. We did the same thing with the Optima GT55 and 56. Bought both of them. Yep. Someone was talking about, oh, you can't get a screen size of over 100 inches. Yeah, I kind of proved that one wrong. Took it outside and did that demonstration at 140 inches outside and still picked up at a 190-degree viewing angle. No problem whatsoever. Not only did we maintain a screen size way over the screen's projector's capability, but we took it outside. So we'll show you what a P2 can really do. That's why I said at the end of the day, they lie to you so much, it's not even funny. They lie to you so much, it's not even funny. Calibrating, you don't have to calibrate jack on a projector. That is bull crap at the end of the day. Why are you calibrating a projector at the end of the day? In this decade in time, you're calibrating? You bought a projector, when you did the research, it's supposed to have the ability to produce millions and millions of colors, and yet you're calibrating this machine. For what? Oh, because the colors don't come in correctly. I'm sorry, we take certified screens, we stick up on the wall, and we blow every last one of them out of the water in a color pattern test. Our projectors are not calibrated, and the screen does all that work. I'm going to show you why calibrating is a joke at the end of the day, and why you're spending money for something at the end of the day that you really don't have to spend the money for. They feed to you every year that you have to have this projector because of all these special bells and whistles. And then when you get home and you display the same projector, it doesn't look the same way in the showroom, doesn't. Can't do the same thing because you don't have the money that they spent on the expensive projection screen that they're using in the demo for that particular projector. That costs you a couple $1,000s more. Now, it's just waste of time. And you spend all this money for these expensive high-end gunmetal screens to do what? Still be stuck in an ambient light controlled environment, still have a calibrated projector at the end of the day, and your screen still doesn't pick up proper contrast levels whatsoever. Waste of money. This is why when we see these demonstrations on ultra short throws, we see the same thing, these dark environments. Why are you in a dark environment? It's a projector designed to set up so you have a TV-like experience. That's what Optima was going for when they did the demonstration. You ever watch their demonstration, how they set it up? They have a family out there playing little video games, watching some TV, one woman doing yoga. It's set to be a TV. So why is this thing acting like a projector? Why is it in the dark all the time? Every time we watch somebody at one of these demonstrations, it's sitting in the dark. It's not supposed to look like that. Now I'm going to have, since I got this apartment now, I have not only demonstrations in houses, but I got demonstrations in apartments now. Well, actually, it's only one apartment I'm going to get. I don't plan to get another one after this. I'm buying a house after this next one. Getting some land. I'm already looking at land already. And buying land. I'm going to get a house built. That's my next stage after this. See how this looks? See how this light hitting the screen? This is how your screen is supposed to react. This is what ambient light projection technology is supposed to look like. If anyone ever sits there and tells you have to be in a controlled environment, that's the first fail in ambient light projection technology. Why are you in a controlled environment? Especially if you spent $3,000 to $5,000 for a projection screen, why are you sitting in a dark environment? Can't set your screen next to a window? Why? What's the problem? Oh, your screen's going to wash out. Do you have ambient light projection? Do you not have it? Shouldn't be in that situation. If projectors are ever going to keep up with the technology in TVs, they're going to have to react like TVs. That's the only way that the projection industry is going to be to keep up with the TVs. You know, there's a section that they have for OLED. These are people who have OLEDs. We call them the Stonehenge effect because they got the small little screen and they got these giant speakers wrapped around it. We call it the Stonehenge effect. And they go in there and they talk about how projectors are trash. How they're this, how they're that, blah, 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 blah. Now, you gray screens can't go in that room. You can't. What could you go in that room and do? The first thing you're going to say is, well, my TV can pull 100% black level. They got you there. Gray screen can't see it. Gunmetal can't do that. Not against an OLED. But that technology can see a 100% black level because it's physically black. So for that argument is pretty much out the window. Next one, we don't want to be in a dark environment or an ambient light controlled environment. I got the freedom to turn on my lights, watch my TV anytime I want. We can do that too. As a matter of fact, I can display up the ceiling and watch the game if I want. So we won that one too on top of that. And also we won the price that we cost less and our screen size is much bigger. And we can display at an official 16:9, 16:10, or 235 if we choose. And that TV has to be formatted to do that. We don't. I even added up, what would it cost if someone said, well, yeah, one person said, well, I have 8K. Yeah, you can get an 8K projector for 10 grand. And with our technology behind it, would cost far less than what you would pay for an OLED at 8K. That would cost you like $90,000 to $100,000. Oh, beautiful thing about it, we can go outside. They can. So that's the beautiful thing about it. But this is how an ultra short throw is supposed to display. Whether it be $2,000 projector or even down to $60 720p, That's how it's supposed to display. And this is what we don't see in demonstrations. We see the same crap every single time, not just with Jamie, not with Partey. All of them do it. All of them do it. Every last one of them do it. And the excuse they use is, oh, you know, if you want to basically optimize your picture quality, you have to calibrate your projector to get your colors right. If you want to basically make your colors pop a little better, you have to adjust the lighting in the room. That's a bunch of nonsense. At the end of the day, you got to be kidding me. Get out of here with that crap. We're sitting there with 720p, $60 projectors. We don't seem to be having that problem. That's why I don't like the industry. It's a lie. It's all a lie. They give you a whole bunch of excuses, and then people just suck up and they think this is the way it's got to be, and it doesn't have to be that way. And this is the reason why you have people out there that are stuck between the have and the have-nots. If you have enough money in your pocket, you can achieve the bare, I call it the minimum of what you're getting. You're getting the minimum when it comes to home theater. That's what you're achieving, because you're still stuck in an ambient light controlled environment. And at the end of the day, you're still paying all this money to be stuck in the dark. We're getting the minimum. So what's it called when our screens pull 100% black level? We can do it on a projector that costs 60 bucks, and I can maintain it 120 inches. And it costs far less to it back. Well, my screen's gonna be much bigger than that. I'm probably gonna have to go with something like that's a 120-inch screen we have displayed there. I'm gonna have to do a very interesting setup for my projector, for my screen size. But okay, no, I did shrink the screen size for that. I forgot to fit that right there. We had to shrink the screen size. Well, the beautiful thing about it is we'll have the new Alpha 1 technology. The technology we have now is far more advanced than any of the products we have on the market as we speak, and our products are tested. Unlike other people out there, your products are not tested. It's a big question there. How much of y'all stuff is matching house paint at the end of the day? That's a big question there. I'm not talking about all these companies. I'm not talking about one individual in mind. I'm talking about all of y'all. All y'all sell this product on eBay, all of y'all who goose screen, all you companies out there. What is the difference between your product and everyday house paint? I've never, ever seen these tests done, ever, on any other product. We have tests. We have a ton of tests back in our products on black versus black, black fabric, black tape, black mesh, you name it. What's the difference? This is why they use these high and expensive projectors to add to the screens to tell you at the end of the day, you're getting this from our product. You're getting quality. No, you're not. You're not getting that crap from the projector. So you're not getting that crap from the screen. You're getting it from the projector. The projector does most of the work. Some people have already backed that theory up already. They've already done it. They've got caught matching house paint. They've already showed you at the end of the day that when they get on camera and they talk about you're getting quality, house paint will do the exact same thing. You know, alphas are darker than this. So we'll get a chance to show you the demonstrations of the alpha pretty soon. You'll get a chance to see that technology on display. See how sharp that image is. 720p, $60 projector. This is one thing I want to say real quick I love the most about when we do these demonstrations with these cheap projectors. When most people go and see a demonstration with a projector, when the bigger companies, they get like floored to the ground, like how much was that projector? That's $5,000. That's a $6,000, $7,000, $8,000 projector you're using the demonstration, and still ambient light controlled environment and calibrated machine, which is kind of jacked up because you spent all that money for a projector. And then they come to our demonstrations and they see that screen, and then this in a fully lit environment at 120 inches. We can take the camera, we can move to the side, move anywhere we want in the environment, and the screen will pick up. And then how much is a projector? Under 200 bucks. That's it. Comes down to the customer. Why does the customer have to spend all this money just to have a TV-like experience in his home? Now, the reason why they hate us so much is because we make you work, and you should be working. The reason why y'all try to, at the end of the day, try to debunk my videos as being fake and scams or whatever at the end of the day, because you don't want to work hard. We push the bar. We push the envelope. We make you work at the end of the day. We give the customers something they need to question, ask about. Like I said before you buy paint from anybody, you ask for tests. You want to see those tests. You want to make sure you're getting what you paid for. They don't want you to know that. They don't like that at the end of the day. But you should ask. To ask from me all day long. I have no problem with that. You should ask these questions. It's your investment at the end of the day. It's going to your home or business. You need to ask these questions. And they're bothered by this and this bothers them. You don't buy from them. Like I said, back it up or pack it up. See how I just turned to the side? So the image pulls up nice and sharp from corner to corner. That's how your screen is supposed to react. So that light making contact with the screen, that's how it's supposed to react. You're not supposed to be stuck in an ambient light controlled environment, a dark environment. What's the excuse? Oh, because I own a projector. No, that's not the excuse. The excuse is because the screen sucks and it's crappy. That's why. That screen is supposed to maintain what that projector is designed to do. You don't need a brand new expensive projector. That's a 720p old projector. I think they were discontinued in 2011. There's nothing wrong with that machine sitting on the floor. But they'll convince you have to spend all this money for a more and more expensive projector every year, a more advanced model to pick up better colors, to pick up better contrast, to be stuck in the same environment with the same calibrated machine. Nothing changes. And meanwhile, the customer get there, buy this projector, read all the bells and whistles, gets home and get none of what he actually read about. Not a thing. Poor washed out image, colors don't pull up correctly, and stuck in dark environments. Here's a big cat walking by. So we plan to fix that. And that's what they don't like. Well, gentlemen, guess what you're going to have to do? You're going to have to roll up your sleeves and you're going to have to work. That's what you're going to have to do. Because before you should be selling a product to anybody, you should, number one, be able to prove not only does your product work at the end of the day, but be able to have outstanding demonstrations. I'm sick and tired of looking at the same crappy demonstrations of the same machines and these dark environments calibrated. That's a joke at the end of the day. No wonder people who have OLED TVs laugh at projectors all day long. If our technology didn't exist, I wouldn't bother. I wouldn't pay any money for none of that. I go buy me an OLED instead. Why in the world would I go out and spend the money for a projection screen that can't pull 100% contrast, got to be stuck in the dark 24/7, and I spent a ton of money for a projector that can't even see contrast? Let's go buy a TV instead. But thank goodness, since I made this technology, I don't have to be subjected to that nonsense. I can go to eBay and buy myself a projector under $300, under $200, under $100, and still maintain a contrast and do demonstrations in a fully lit environment that these products today can't even begin to even think of. It doesn't cost me a lot of money either. And that's the beautiful thing of what we do for our customers. So our customers can be able to watch movies and TV shows in a fully lit environment without worrying about the screen washing out or fading or spending money for an expensive projector. If you want to spend money for an expensive projector, you can. You have that option. If you don't want to, you don't have to. If you want to run it on 720p, you can run it on 720p and get an amazing image. You're not forced to buy a high-end projector to fix what the screen can't see. Now, with the new alpha technology that'll be coming out, ooh, that stuff is going to be gorgeous. Yeah, it's going to be a little bit beyond the 48s. And it's going to be an interesting product because, like I said, it's about if you can actually get one of them. We're going to start a pre-order on them pretty soon, and those pre-order shopping carts only have 10 in there because that's all we make. We make 10 of them per month. That's it. There's 3 of them. It's a gamer, a cinema, and an Alpha 1 Black, which I'm getting myself. I'll be displaying that probably, let me see. I got a move-in date. So my move-in date is Friday, which is tomorrow. And I still got to go to Home Depot and get the wood cut for my screen. I got everything else I need for it. Literally everything I bought, everything ahead of time. So I'm probably going to have the screen displayed on Monday. You'll get a chance to see what it looks like. So I can't wait for that. And then we're going to be doing some of the other screen paints we do sell. So the complete cinema, both of my screens that are going to be attached to here, like I said, 106-inch wallpaper screens, portrait. I'm going to be setting those up. Guess what my projectors are costing me at the end of the day? $280. That's what I'm paying for my projectors. I got to pay. I'm picking up two Chrissy LW 400s. That's what my price for my projectors are. 280 bucks. That's it. And I'm going to be the display on a wallpaper surface at 106 inches on the Cinema Complete for my projector setups. For my work setups over here. Dual back to back. In a fully lit environment, crystal clean with a 100% contrast level. And again, price tag for my projector, both of them, sorry, two projectors, 280 bucks, 140 bucks a piece. That's it. That's what the customers should be able to do. Not spend all this money for these overpriced machines. Now, when I talk this way, keep in mind this is not toward my customers. This is in any way whatsoever. This is toward people in the industry, which I think you're doing a most jacked up job in the industry. Your products are crap. I'm sorry. They're just crap. They are. And at the end of the day, if you feel that I'm wrong about this, well, when we launch the Alpha 1, we're going to have 1 month of testing, which means we're going to go through every screen we can possibly go through. And I guarantee you, bar none, that Alpha 1 will destroy anything that sits next to it. The 48s are extremely powerful. You see what those do, they're freaking certified screens. 48s literally pick up white levels literally so high that basically you can take a white sheet of paper and stick it right into a row of certifieds. You couldn't tell one from the other because that screen generates a white level literally that high off the 48s. But the 57s, on the other hand, they were strictly designed to wipe screens. That's what I'm designing them for. They're designed to wipe technology. So, if you want to, 1 month before we launch this technology, we're going to be buying everything we can get our hands on to throw against the screen. And I guarantee you, you have my words, I'm sitting right here in this room, that if I were you, if you're a projection screen company, I would basically not even let yourself be known. And if you feel that you can make a product that fast and put it against an Alpha 1, hey, let me know. Set up a website, whatever, go buy it. Bring out the credit cards, we'll buy whatever you got, we'll bring it over here, and we'll watch my new place, and we'll knock it out. We're doing that because we want bragging rights. We want serious bragging rights under that technology. I need to be to go out there and say, not talk it on camera, not back it up. I need to say at the end of the day, we got a diamond to back down. Or the Dragonfly won't touch our technology. Or we took out an Elite Screen or Dark Star 9 or any one of those technology, DMP Supernova, the Firehawk G4, any one of them. Yeah. And just put it this way, you're not anywhere in the level of that screen. That technology has an insane black level, which means that then we know if your screen's not physically black, you couldn't touch it with a 10-foot pole. And if you are physically black, you still couldn't touch it because the heightener level on that screen is a 3, which means it's way beyond a 48. And it's gonna be brutal. At 1,000 lumens, we could crush you easily. At 5,000 lumens, nothing. That's cakewalk. Now, that's just for the, what do you call it, the certifies and the other people who make screen paints at the end of the day. If you feel that you can take on an Alpha 1, we'll give you the opportunity to take on an Alpha 1. Isn't that beautiful? Look how white the levels come up on that. Isn't that beautiful? It's all black technology right there. Look how gorgeous that looks right there. Is that beautiful? Those are 48s. All right, well, with that being said, this is going to be fantastic, number one, for our customers, because our customers get an amazing technology, number one, from the door. That's not going to cost them an arm and leg. They don't have to worry about calibrating, don't have to worry about dark environments, don't worry about the screen is ultra short throw compatible. They don't have to worry about spending the money for an expensive ultra short throw projector or an expensive projector, by the way. 720p would work just fine with no problem whatsoever. And again, like I said, saving you thousands. Well, And as for you certified so-called screen paint makers and projection screens, well, yeah, you can't touch our technology, not even let alone beat or any of our tests. And then when the Alpha 1 comes out, that's the screen that I'm strictly designing to wipe technology. It's strictly designed to basically crush screens right from the door. It's going to be, man, I can't wait. Oh, I can't wait till we display this thing. Oh, we cannot wait. I look forward to it. This is going to be really fun. Well, let's see. That's my own personal fun. That's my personal fun right there. And the reason why I developed the Alpha One, I developed Alpha One just strictly to destroy a screen. That's what it's designed to do, to just belittle it, crush it to nothing. Oh, it's a beast of a beast. It literally has its own page developed for it. It's going to be an interesting form of technology we cannot wait to display. We need a challenge. We really do. Tell you the truth, my sample sheets I have are boring. I'm just boring. We're doing a wipe through that so easy. It's not funny. The 48s can wipe through that. We need something more of a challenge. I need something higher than what we tested on the 48, or it's just going to be complete. It's going to be a slaughter fest. It's going to be too easy. And this is going to bore me. So I need something better than this. I got to do some research. Somebody out there has to have a black certified screen. Somebody's got to have one. Something at the end of the day. This is going to get real boring. Other than that, the black versus black test, I'm going to wipe through that real quick. I figure I'm going to knock out every black paint that Home Depot has to offer. I got to do something to keep me occupied. I'm going to get bored. So I figure that's what I'll do. I'll just knock out every black paint that Home Depot has to offer, and then we'll knock out everyone that Lowe's has to offer. We'll knock out all the Sherman-Williams, and we'll just have fun with it. That's how much confidence I have in my product. Okay, let's see. Well, that's basically about it. I got to do some research. I got to find some black screens. I got to find something that we can at least test against the screen, because that screen's going to be coming up on Monday, and I need something to be able to test it against. I need something that's going to be worth our time. We need a black technology to go against it. And again, Partey, we've seen your stuff. It is not even worth my time. A 1.1? How do you have a 1.1 on a black screen? That doesn't even make any sense. Gunmetals are way higher than that. That's a person doesn't know what they're doing. You don't put 1.1 gain on a black screen. They're going to have a hard enough time trying to generate white light, and you got a 1.1 on it? That's no. Even the mid-grade screens have a 1.5 on them. How do you have a 1.1 on a black screen? That doesn't make any sense. I'm going to let this play a little bit. This is pretty cool. We do some white levels on here. I don't know where he came up with that 1.1 on a black screen. Like, that's 1.1 on a white screen. Why would you have it on a black screen? That doesn't make any sense. Like, what the frick are you trying to generate off of that? Gee whiz. Yeah, that's pretty bad. Oh. Show from Alpha Technology. It's going to be insane. I can't wait. Oh, sorry about that. So I think that's what I was doing here yesterday. I was expanding the pages. I got to come back in here tomorrow before the night. I got to be up late tonight, and I got to expand the pages for the test, expand the pages for the Alpha One. All this got to be expanded because now we got videos going to be showing on there pretty soon. Oh man, this place is so bright. I love it so much. It's so freaking bright. Because in this place right here, even though we had a lot of lighting here, but the lights were regular lights. The lights in this place are LEDs, which are much brighter. And then you got these really high white walls. Oh man. Do you know how insane that screen's gonna look? My sofa is bone white. That's what I purchased, a bone white L cloud sofa. It's called a cloud couch or whatever. It's a big old giant couch with giant cushions on it. It's white. The only thing that comes up in that environment is black, is that screen. Everything else in that environment is stone white. Oh my goodness, it's gonna look insane. I got to get some Rainier curtains, some really light curtains, because I want to be able to get every ounce of my window light in that environment. All right, I got to get out of here. I got to do some, going online, we do some shopping. I got to get some furniture. Got to go over into Petco and pick up a 50-gallon fish tank for my setup. And I got another tank I got to pick up. That's going to be, I got two tanks. One I'm putting out in the hallway, and the other one I'm going to put in my room, which has these special black fish I'm getting. Oh, these things are gorgeous, like mini sea monsters. That's what they look like. Can't wait to set that up. And I got my computers. I got 5 computers I got to build and put together because I'm going to be upgrading all of these. I got the gaming PC I got to build for my setup in the room. So we're going to have a /art studio where I was working on Metal Man, because Metal Man is a part of the technology under the collection addiction for the collection edition, we know what I'm talking about, of the exotics. So we got those to be doing testing. I got a whole area to hook up in there, and I want to set up all my gaming equipment and all that stuff in that one room. I do not want my gaming equipment in my living room. It's not a GameStop, it's a living room. Got a special section for that, and that is the gaming / office / art room, which is big enough. And Taco got his room, which I got to set up a screen in there. I got to get him a projector and all that stuff. But other than that, I got things to do. I got to go map up my area and start getting ready to set up. All right, well, that's basically about it. That's it right there. To talk about. We'll show up the new screen. And the beautiful thing about I haven't done any demonstrations in about a month. There has to be tons of demonstrations I haven't done yet. Oh man, I'm going to take a look and see all the new stuff. I can't wait to display on the new technology. Especially when we do a lot of white levels. I hope they got a lot of white level demonstrations, a lot of skin tone, stuff like that. We can show up in the new technology. All right, gotta go. Thank you all, and God bless. And like I said, I don't know why it would be a difference in doing a demonstration from apartment to a house, but we'll show you how it's supposed to look. This is how I know when I tell people when they move into places and the environments look too dark, it's because they changed the environment to accommodate the screen. There is no way in the world that apartment should ever be that dark. Never should be that dark. Good gracious, my goodness. I'll show you what it's supposed to look like in a well-lit apartment when a screen fires up. We'll show you how it looks. Gotta go. Thank you all, and God bless.